Imagine being 15 years old, watching your family lose everything. Imagine living in a van, not knowing where your next meal will come from. Imagine having a dream so big, so impossible, that people laugh when you tell them about it. What would you do? Would you give up, or would you keep going? This is the story of a man who refused to let his circumstances define him. A man who turned pain into laughter, struggle into success, and a childhood of hardship into a Hollywood legacy. This is the story of Jim Carrey. Long before he was one of the biggest comedy stars in the world, Jim Carrey was just a kid with a dream. Born in Canada to a working-class family, life wasn't always easy. His father, Percy, was a talented musician, but to support his family, he took a job as an accountant. And for a while, things were okay. But then, life threw them a curve. His father lost his job. The family's financial security crumbled. Bills piled up. The Carreys lost their home. And just like that, they were homeless. They lived out of a van, parked in different places every night. Jim, just a teenager, had to drop out of school to work. He took a job as a janitor, cleaning floors just to help his family survive. Most kids his age were hanging out with friends, dreaming about the future. Jim was scrubbing toilets, wondering if life would ever get better. But through it all, he never lost his sense of humor. Comedy was his escape, his way of coping, his way of believing that no matter how bad things got, there was still hope. He started performing at small comedy clubs, telling jokes, doing impressions. At first, he bombed. He wasn't good enough. And it hurt. But he didn't quit. He kept showing up, kept refining his act, kept pushing forward, and slowly, people started paying attention. His big break came when he moved to Hollywood. But success didn't happen overnight. He struggled for years, auditioning, facing rejection after rejection. There were days when he had no money for food, days when he doubted himself. But he held on to his belief that something great was coming. And he did something extraordinary. He wrote himself a check for $10 million. He dated it for 5 years in the future and carried it in his wallet as a promise to himself, a symbol of faith. He told himself, one day, I will cash this check. And then, it happened. He landed a role on In Living Color, a sketch comedy show that put him on the map. Then came Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. Movie after movie, he became a household name. And just before the 5-year mark, he signed a contract for a movie. His paycheck, $10 million, the same amount he had written on that check years earlier. Jim Carrey once said, "You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love." How many times have you doubted yourself? How many times have you let failure convince you to stop trying? Jim Carrey could have given up when his family lost everything. He could have settled for an ordinary life, but he didn't. He kept going, kept believing, kept working, until his dream became his reality. So what about you? What dream have you buried because life got too hard? What goal have you given up on because people told you it was impossible? Maybe your breakthrough is just around the corner. Maybe all you need is to believe in yourself just a little bit longer. The world is full of people who quit too soon, but the ones who make it, they're the ones who refuse to stop. No matter how many times life knocks them down, they get back up, they push forward, they believe. Jim Carrey turned struggle into success. He turned a dream into reality, and if he can do it, so can you. If this story inspired you, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Keep chasing your dreams. Your success story is waiting.